Hi, my name's 2klicksphilip and I'm on a quest to go low. I want to understand what it's like to take a vertical slice through the skill levels as I plummet downwards through the ranks to reach Silver 1. My quest started up here somewhere. I'm not the best, but neither am I the worst. Yet. I see the ranks as a bubbling mess of people scrambling for the top, allowing me to slide down past them. I started this series for a bit of fun, playing terribly on purpose to see how the world would react, but now it's taken on a greater importance. I must have played over 100 games in this manner now. It's getting to the point where I think I may never recover. On the way, I've hit criticism from people who think that what I'm doing is cold and selfish. Maybe, but I've also met people who have become my friends, who have enjoyed taking a step back from the endless conflict to mess about like it's Christmas. And now I would like to share it with you. My quest has taken me down to Master Guardian 1, and by the end of this series I hope to reach the silver ranks. Welcome to Going Low in CSGO. So far, my quest has looked a bit like this. Season 1 only consisted of one game, which was inspired after I played a game horribly drunk and went down a rank. Season 2 dropped me down through the AK ranks over a series of games, ending me at 4 stars. Between performing those games and the one I'm about to show you, I accidentally played quite well and went up a rank again, so it's important that I get down a rank as quickly as possible. But what I promised myself in Season 2 may interfere with that. I'm fed up of bringing out the childish side of CSGO. It's time for a change. Play badly? But don't play badly. I pondered this question for all of 3 seconds before deciding that I should play as best as I could, only with certain limitations. The game started with a B rush. I was to rush in first.
Nice.
We had secured the bomb site, then I rushed out, got blocked and died. An incredibly long battle then broke out in the bomb site. It was kind of cool and had me on the edge of my seat for a while. Not a bad start. How many people is it possible to kill in one match with just a knife? Time to find out. By now I was beginning to slip on the leaderboard, but not enough for anybody to care. Our enemies were getting an easier opponent, and our team seemed to find it quite amusing. But 2 kills isn't enough. Round 5 was another B rush, but I was robbed of any kills whatsoever. The troll becomes the trolled. Some of the kills were easier than others. This guy turned around and practically offered me his behind. How could I resist such a tempting prize? I plunged deep inside him and my points continued to rack up. Other attempts weren't so successful. At times I felt that I baited my teammates. It's never something I deliberately aim for, but it sure does make it easier to get people when they're distracted. And with that, terrorist side was complete, halfway towards a respectable score of 10 kills, in a competitive game, with just a knife, against mature players, maybe. Now you'll see that I'm playing with JFCC. I play a lot of competitive games with him. For some reason, he doesn't mind if I deliberately muck up and make him lose. I still don't think he's won 10 competitive games, bless him. I've played with a lot of people over the last few months. Sure, it's nice to have somebody there to prevent you from being kicked, but there's more to it than that. If you are hoping for more flashbacks to the past, you're out of luck. I've covered everything from my Counter-Strike Source days, and I appreciate the responses I've received. It means a lot to me when people message me saying how it really related to them in the good old days. But don't be one of those people who think that the past was always better. It wasn't. If you want to see more Counter-Strike Source action, I recently unearthed the 2007 recording of a clan game we had in the early days of Dissolutions. Check it out and you'll see it's just a match between people. Nothing was magical or nostalgic about it. I don't even remember playing that game, or whoever Ikotpan was. It's amazing how much you forget. Counter-Strike Source was great at the time, but I'd pick up CSGO over it any day. I remember longing for a sequel, just to mix things up. I got so excited when they released a new map for CSS like once a year. Compared with that, CSGO is a thriving community, even without any external programs or websites. I'd have killed for matchmaking back then. Probably not for the gun models. I'm just bitter and jealous about the amount of money everybody's raking in from that. Anyway, the point of this is that I've had lots of great games on CSGO as well that match or even surpass anything that I had in Counter-Strike Source. Going down on the rankings has gone from being a novelty to a way of life and has become rather exciting and deep. I no longer have to think, play like a noob, I just do it. Going down a rank is something that requires a lot of work and effort. Although I'm dropping down a rank per video for the sake of this series, what you don't see behind the scenes are the 10 or so games that don't make the cut. It's tiring to deliberately play all the time like a total noob. Most of the time I'm just a bad omen on the team who mucks things up if we're getting too close to winning the game. It doesn't take much to tip the scales, and being the deciding player is quite empowering, as though you're secretly controlling the other 9 players' destinies. Sometimes I play too well and win the game despite only using a pistol or whatever. Embarrassingly, I've also had games where I'm at the bottom of the team despite playing properly. Those tend to be the ones where I drop a rank at the end, just to rub it in. I often confuse what's good for this series with what's good for my rank. Yes, I'll probably be shot down for this and criticised for how I'm clearly a rubbish player, but even when playing in a game with people 6 to 7 ranks below where I was, I'm not always the best, even when I'm trying. I end up making all sorts of justifications in my mind about why this is the case. The closest you can get to experiencing this is on a public server where your team is holding you back and the enemies happen to get lucky shots on you every round. It's frustrating and somewhat embarrassing, but it's happened to all of us at one time or another. I assume that when you're up against 5 players with a lot of money who have just won a few rounds, no matter how good you are, you're not going to break the winning streak they're having. Other times I assume it's because although I'm trying to be good, I'm still just blindly rushing in, hoping that my aim and knowledge of the level will protect me. It often doesn't. What's even stranger is how my perception of other players has changed. When I see somebody with 4 gold stars, I now think, wow, he must be good, even though I was way above him before and would immediately think that I could own him. But if you're in a game and you're deliberately sucking, is there any difference between you and a low skill player? What I'm saying from all of this is that it's a big mistake to assume that just because you're a higher ranked player than everybody else by quite a large margin, that you'll always come top. Sometimes luck just isn't on your side, or you can blame lag and make a video about it, as I've done. In future videos I plan to cover the unseen matches in this bit of the video, but I figure this lecture has bored the hell out of you, so back to the main game for now. Getting a knife kill as a CT certainly feels different, and I found myself up against paranoid and aggressive opponents. Getting 5 more kills was becoming less and less likely. I scored another kill, taking it up to 6. But even that was a close one. I became increasingly suicidal and risky in my attacks, and they just weren't paying off. They seemed to have me sussed. I had 12 more rounds tops to get another 4 knife kills. 5 with guns versus 1 with a knife? I tried it. Nope. This was beginning to get tense, with only 8 more rounds to prove myself.
Terrorists win. I am planting the bomb.
2 rounds later, a lone AWPer was all that was standing between our team and another win, and more importantly, another knife. Yeah, 3 more to go. Still counts.
Hey, he's going double doors. Whoever he's on monkey spot.
My team was friendly and fun to play with throughout. Maybe I was just lucky, or maybe my antics unleashed their fun, playful side?
Anybody want this auto sniper?
Nah, probably just lucky. Of course, only using a knife meant that I had a lot of money to lavish on my wonderful teammates. It really brought out the charitable side in all of
Who
us.
wants a gun? What do you want, Chuck? Or never mind. I'll buy guns. Who wants a gun? Anybody want a gun?
Sadly, this wasn't enough to save us, and it reached 15-14 to them, and I had just 1 final round to get that 10th kill to bring me into double figures. I'm going to run this round in full, so that you can feel the pressure I felt. Would I manage it? Would I not? Or worse still, would I almost manage it? Time to find out.
I'm gonna rush catwalk. I'm gonna hold up on cat. We're going in.
2 long
Looks like
doors.
it's long it.
One of them's hurt though.
3 long A, 1 has auto. Looks like they're rotating towards mid. You just hit them all with that flash. Yeah!
I had managed it. Double figures with just a knife. Okay, I wasn't the best player on the team. I'm pretty sure that they'd have preferred me if I had used the gun, and the match would probably have been a lot easier. But what I've learnt from this game is that stealth, cunning and downright suicidal rushing have their role in CSGO. Imagine if I'd done the same but with a gun, and how much damage I would have inflicted on the enemy's team. And for the first time in going low in CSGO, I've contributed to the team. We've had a great time together and have shared the jokes. We've walked away from this game happy and with stories to tell, and it's even aided my progress towards going low. Thank you for watching this video. Go on then, have the ending you were hoping for.
Good game. Nice.
Next time in Going Low in CSGO, our entire team plays using only CZ75s.